Hello everyone, welcome back to Carpenter Station. It's been a little while. I hope you enjoyed Christmas and New Year's and probably Thanksgiving. I don't know. Anyways, so you can probably notice the first thing here is the illuminators are finally gone. Yeah, I have finally installed some proper lighting around here. I did eventually go with the red power lamps, because they do their job and they have this nice little like halo effect around them whenever they're on. But just to make them a bit more reactive, I added a bit of wiring on the roof, which as you can probably tell in the minimap is why the roof is a lot more curved than it used to be. And I'll show you that off in a moment, but let's look at our MFE over here. You can see fairly highly charged. It would be fully charged, but I've been leaving it off for a bit. And if we hop through to our diamond factory, we can also see there's more power in there as well. Did I just go through 2 doors and not get stuck? At 7 frames per second? Wow. Yeah, I finished most of the interior painting, so looks nice. Looks nicer now. Very nice. Yeah, we're in here, and well, this is nearly dead, but that's actually going to explain it for something in a moment. Because if I hop down to the beast in the basement, that's a nice little rhyming couplet. It feels like living in, there we go. The beast. You can see he's running, but I've got the supply shut off here, because I added some controls. So we've got throttle, which controls the station's timer coming into this. We've got the supply shut off, which keeps it from actually powering the rest of the station. And we've got about a fill of 8% here, but I'll toggle that in a moment. We've got a torch on the side of the MFSU leading into this, which is what messes with our lighting a bit, and we've got this little alarm here, just default Samurai 64, and what that means is that when this is running very low on power, it automatically starts sounding the alarm, messing with the lighting, and tries to cut off power to the rest of the station, which is an advantage because it makes it less likely that the station is going to drain the thing dry. But we have a problem, which if we watch the power here, the energy there on the top, you'll see it's descending very, very rapidly. And that is because the diamond factory is eating all the power. So we kind of need... well, the obvious thing that we could do is just change the MFE up there to only emit power when it's full, which would save us some power, but not too much. Or we could put it on a lever, which we'll probably do eventually anyway. But another thing that we can do, because, well, I suppose we could rip out this and put in a nuclear reactor, but another thing we can do is add a secondary power source, which allows me, rather conveniently, to investigate a power supply that I have been wanting to try out for a while. Which is sort of fairly in line with the thing in movies, which is if we go down here... I swear I just hit a door, what was that? Creepy. Anyway, so if we go down here, you recall that there is a room down here that we haven't really done much of anything with, even though it's been marked for, like, ages. Oh, I left this shut-off off, didn't I? So the lights are going to start messing about soon. Which is, we have this room, fuel manufacturing. Whoop. Yep, that's the shut-off. Yep. And we can see the lights are flickering now. Now, they all flicker randomly individually, so it's probably not going to have too big an it's probably not going to have too big an effect on mob spawns around here, but it does somewhat drop my frames for one, and it causes this noise. So let's hit the shut off again, and that power has all dove into the MFE that's feeding the diamond factory, which I may cut off from the main supply. I'm not sure. Definitely some kind of a secondary supply shut off to the diamond factory seems like the most obvious thing. But yeah, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be investigating the production of biofuel cans. And I have already, as is perhaps the custom, set up... it's weird when half the room you're walking into doesn't load. Set up this little rig, This isn't as compact as I could possibly make it, but this is still fairly compact. So, what happens is, first we have some form of bio. You can get double the number of plant balls from rubber tree saplings. You can also get it from regular saplings and leaves and all sorts. I'm using sugar canes for this whole idea because we have a large empty room downstairs that we can dedicate to a fairly substantial sugarcane farm. And also they grow fairly quickly. So, sugar canes into plant balls, which then come in here and they get compressed into compressed plant balls, which then come in here and they get combined with an empty cell, and gone all the way over here to this they turned into a bio cell, and they come in here, they get turned into biofuel cells, until finally the oft-neglected canning machine. It's a rare thing for people to actually know what this is for on the server, but oh well. Which gradually shoves it on into these fuel cans, and I believe these stack. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, I'll be putting them to good use in some kind of storage. So, ooh, this was out of power, wasn't it? Alright, let's give you a new battery. I made a bunch of batteries expressly for this situation, and let's hook this back up to the station clock. Oh, Cinnamon's still there, evidently. We've had a bunch of issues with Cinnamon. At one point, Cinnamon managed to crash the server, but oh well, oh well. You can see it's actually using fairly little power over here. I imagine it's using a fair bit of power if you combine the extractor and the compressor, but the canning machine isn't using all that much power, which is pretty handy. So off it goes. I believe it's 8 biofuel cells per fuel can. And, oh, they don't stack. Fill fuel can. There we are, and off it goes. And that is how we can make fuel, and we can make it renewably. It does cost tin to make the empty cells, and you don't get them back when you start using everything. But, tin isn't exactly a rare resource, and we can get it quite easily. We can go hunting in the Nether for it if we have to. I believe we have like 2 stacks of it already. We're fine for tin. We can stretch tin. We could make we could divert some of the coal from the diamond factory over to the fuel manufacturing to make coal fuel cells, which produce more power. But I'd rather not spread that resource too thin. So all of the coal will continue going through the diamond factory, and we'll have a reed farm, a larger reed farm. We have one extant over here. A larger reed farm over here, feeding fuel manufacturing. Which means that I am going to have to go and sort this stuff out. Which means I need to grab my wrench, which I believe I have handy. Yeah, because I've still got my flying kit on. Maybe that'll be the next thing that we sort out. But let's just turn this off. Wait, why am I turning it off? I'm moving everything. Shift. Hang on. Okay, so I'll just wrench the machine so I don't kill anything. Oh, are you kidding? Well, there goes my compressor. Did I miss something? Oh, I know what happened. There she goes. Fell into the transposer. There we go. Extractor out. 2 filled fuel cans. And what we'll do is we'll use the fuel cans as like the primary power supply for the diamond factory. And that will save us a fair few headaches. Whoop. I was nearly an idiot there, wasn't I? Phew. Oh good, that survived. So we just need to make a new compressor. But that's honestly one of the easier things we can do. Yep. Now, I've got a fair deal of funding saved up right now to handle the purchase of a new computer. A dedicated desktop computer, because my laptops will work nicely, but they are getting a little on the old side, and maybe we could improve things. And in fact, one of them... I wasn't around for Christmas, so you won't have heard this, probably, but if you've been following my Twitter, you've probably noticed it. which is Bio, my... Confound these doors, they drive me to drink. Bio, my eldest computer, his monitor has decided to cap out, is a polite way of describing this. Did I have the... No, I didn't have the rubber in here. There it is. Phew, things are getting rather crowded around here, aren't they? I should probably start moving things over to the actual storage area, but who will? And I remember this by rote memorization now. Okay, so Bio has... Let's see, I've had Bio for must be close to a decade now. I got him sometime around when I was in college, which I believe is roughly equivalent with high school in America. I'm not 100% sure. And I need some smooth stone, which will not be in there. It will be here. Bingo. And I need 6 of it, I think, for a compressor. So yeah, he's fairly old. He's been through the wars more or less. New compressor. Thanks, Meg. Let's just plonk these food cans in here. I kind of wish we could use the tin cans, they'd be nice, but a tin can full of biofuel is an unusual circumstance. A fuel can makes more sense, I guess. And you do get the fuel can back when you fill it up. You just shove it into a generator and off you go. I wonder if we can put this to some use. Maybe up there we'll have storage of fuel or something. Because that's perfectly safe and everything, having like a big storage of like gasoline directly above your building. But I digress. So, automated crafting table. Do we want? We can leave a space behind here if we want to have upgraded machines, but this is hardly the place we want to have upgraded machines, because the upgraded machines is what is causing us all of the issues right now. Right, that should be the right spotting for all of these. We're actually out of sugar canes on hand. Not to worry, we don't need them. Okay, and compressor where this torch is. Which probably means I should put this back behind it. And extractor goes beside the other one. There. And the canning machine goes over here at the end. Actually, let's not have this at the end. Let's have this... The pipe needs to go into the top of the canning machine, which is where this becomes a little bit complicated, because we can only extract from using transposers from here from the side. We could put it here, I guess, and then we can have a we can put like a panel or something on the side here later. And let's set our transposers down now. So there. I need to go fetch my my screwdriver, which is not sonic. I don't know if that's like to my detriment or something. And one there. I need it to change this, because similarly to how you can only extract from the sides here, you can only extract from the top here. So let's just pump our tubes in, connect everything up. There we go, and apparently I've saved a bit of tube. Not complaining, don't know how. Oh, that's an MDRE battery. Oh, of course, because I have battery power in these things. Whole bunch of nearly empty batteries on me now. Okay, so let's go grab some covers and a screwdriver. So one of the things that's been on a number of people's minds, and I just passed the door I was going to use, is whether I'm going to be doing more Feed the Beast. Well, I can't really do any more Feed the Beast until I get a decent computer for filming on Feed the Beast. Simply because the frames are terrible, and we recently went through a bit of an ordeal on the server, which was... There you which was that well, Dave was doing his magic Feed the Beast, which was using the same map that I was building Bedmon Inc. on. And then he switched it over, which caused a bunch of issues that I believe Gar and Bunsible encountered. And I forgot the covers, one sec. Yeah, so that caused a bunch of issues. So they went to my house, and I visited my house after they filmed that, and a lot of my stuff has just vanished. Ghost door. And then he transferred it over to Direwolf as well, and we have since been running on that. Consequently, a lot of my resources have gone walkies. Perhaps mildly more importantly, pretty much the entirety of Bedmon Inc. has also gone walkies. So that big structure that I showed off in the video is now more or less non-existent, because half of the mods that were used to build it didn't exist in Magic. Let's see, I was picking up covers, wasn't I? What is an appropriate kind of cover material? Let's go with iron. We need our sword. Okay. But then, this story continues. When Dave transferred everything over to Direwolf Feed the Beast, he had to put everyone back on the whitelist. And I wasn't really playing Feed the Beast on the server for a while anyway, so this is by no means his problem or fault. But I wasn't on the whitelist for a while. As it transpires, Dave's copy of VNC, which he uses to put everyone on the whitelist and such, has expired. Meaning I'm not on the whitelist, nor can I be within the current foreseeable future. I don't know how long it'll be before I can be on the whitelist, and I definitely have no clue how long it'll be before I can actually film anything reasonably. But yeah, I'm not on the whitelist for the Feed the Beast server right now, and I won't be for probably a while. This I think we can only extract out of this side, but we'll handle that later. So this just needs... Well, we have 3 machines here that need power. We're probably going to have an MFE with its own transformer, just like the other rooms. Probably with its own generator, which would be an ironic turn, because we're just using the biofuel cans. And then we shall have a transposer here, sucking the fuel cans out into storage. I might have like a separate little thing on just outside here, storing them like a little chest, just so we can run in and grab them if we need it. And we shall add a cutoff for the power going into the... we might just add some like full-blown control systems to the diamond factory. My throat's getting very dry again. I've been filming a lot of stuff lately, so... My apologies. Anyways, where was I? So yes, I'm probably not going to be filming Feed the Beast for a while. I'll endeavour to get something, but bear in mind it will be very low res, if anything. This wants to be here. And I have compressed plants, which go inside of this one. But yeah, I will add some controls to the Diamond Factory so I can, like, for one thing, the main draw of power in the Diamond Factory is the constant draw of power by having the machines running, which makes the system run as fast as it possibly can. I probably have a switch for that, a lever of some kind. Sort of like how we have down in the Beast. And I'll have another lever to control power coming into it, so it can just switch it over to its own supply, its own personal supply, which will be these, ideally. How long have I been yammering on? Nearly 20 minutes. That's convenient. And next time, I believe we will try setting up either the charging station, or we'll see if we can finally get something done with the interdimensional transport. But that's more or less it for now. I'm going to hook up a suitably scaled... you? Hello? Who's this? No mind. Just escape being a little funky. Anyways, we'll use this big open area that we don't really have much purpose for because we have that gigantic storage room. And this back wall's refusing to load. Hello, creeper. Goodbye, creeper. Well, I'll use this and I'll have a bunch of block breakers going, like, pointing down just on the timer. Go away, Skype. And that will then funnel everything up over to that room. If you're looking at the minimap, actually I can probably... There we go. Over to that top room in the corner. And then it'll get turned into compressed plants. Into plant balls, 2 compressed plants, 2 biofuel cells, 2 filled fuel cans, and then they'll pump them out wherever we need them. Which is more or less the original idea until I realized that I had power. There's a generator down here in the movie. But on the note of movies and Feed the Beast, the next thing I'm going to make will probably not be Bedmon Inc. again, because I went through a lot of hell to get that thing completed, and I got it completed just before the map changed. Ouch. The response to Carpenter Station has been such that I think I will follow along in its roots, and the next construction I build is also going to be movie themed, and I'm going to let you guys guess in the comments what movie it is that I'm going to be pulling a building out of. But the clue here is that it's not going to be The Thing, it's not going to be anything associated with The Thing, it's not Fool Station, for example, from the prequel, and it has something to do with a filmmaker that I have adored the works of for quite a long... that was a weird thing to say over there. For quite a long while. And I've probably rambled on about him more than enough already. So, not to say it's a him. Curses! So that's it for today. I will go back to work in the background scenes, as it were. And I shall catch you all next time. So, say goodbye, say good night, vanishing walls. Catch you later, guys.